Merry Christmas! Cake! Santa! There are a lot of Santas, huh?
Masaki, do you think we'll get presents from all the Santas?
Presents! Wait! Masaki, that's dangerous! Hip! Ouch! I was dreaming of nostalgic things when my son's arm came swinging down on my face. Damn, his sleeping habits are getting worse and worse, Masaki. I woke up with pain. I've already gotten used to mornings like this. I'm Haruki Yoimiya, 37 years old. A regular businessman working at a trading company. A perfectly ordinary guy. And he's sleeping so adorably. This is my son Masaki, who's now 6 years old. I wonder what kind of dream Masaki's having. 3 years ago, when Masaki was 3, I divorced my wife. So now, it's just me and Masaki living together. Masako and I were originally workaholics. We had a career-driven relationship, and before marriage, we were partners who helped each other grow.
Why? Why just me?
Masaki had just turned 3, and a major job opportunity overseas came up for Masako at her company. But she wasn't considered for the position simply because she was a mother. That's when everything exploded. She had probably been feeling something, watching me continue my career without a hitch.
I understand I needed to be a good mother, but seeing you continue to rise in your career, it was painful for me. I also wanted a promotion. Why can't I aim for something more just because I'm a mother? Just because I'm a woman? I have been told that if I succeeded in my next big project, promotion would surely follow.
Alright, then let's do this, but promise me one thing. It's already been 3 years. It feels like it went by so quickly. Raising Masaki while continuing work isn't just tough, it's more like an impossible riddle that never ends. It's probably harder than dealing with the most difficult business negotiations. For me, it's a series of tough, puzzling questions. But she must have struggled a lot too. The changes in Masaki's heart as he grows up. Parenting is always full of unknowns. Dad, how long are you gonna sleep? Masaki, you awake? Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Dad. This smile at the start of the day makes any struggles feel worth it. Children are incredible like that. The joys of difficult parenting, I feel them every day. Wait, I can't waste any more time. Masaki, we're running out of time. We're going to be late. If I hadn't woken you up, you'd be done for, huh, Dad? Right. I was awake though. Come on, get dressed. And the bag is... It's all done already. After I eat my strawberry jam toast, I'll be ready. When did you do all that? Every morning, racing against time. It might be my fault. Today, your mom is going to call for a video chat, Masaki. Really? I want to tell her so many things, like what I did with my friends, or how I can write my name now. Yeah, she'll be happy to hear that. Masaki understands our situation, even though he's still young. He's the reason I could make the choice to divorce Masako. We might be criticized with, then why did you get married and have a child? It's cold. It feels like snow could fall any minute. On my way to pick up Masaki from daycare after work, I shrink from the cold as I watch my breath dissipate. Christmas is coming soon. The atmosphere of the city is filled with excitement. This Christmas will certainly be an unforgettable day for me. I'll have to ask Masaki what he wants from Santa too. As I arrived at the daycare, I headed towards the classroom. There, the children were waiting for their parents to pick them up, each engrossed in their own play.
Masaki-kun, it's time to go home.
Masaki, sorry to keep you waiting. Dad! Masaki runs up to me with a big smile. Every time this happens, my heart fills with joy.
Huh? Could it be Haruki-kun? It is Haruki-kun! I can't believe I'd run into you here.
Sorry. Who are you again?
You don't remember me? It's Asami from university.
I recall a bad memory when she mentions her name from university. I had completely forgotten about this past. Looking at her guardian ID hanging around her neck, I realized she must be leaving her child under care here. Dad, do you know Aimi-chan's mom? Then Aimi-chan, let's go outside together.
Okay.
She's Aimi Yamada. I've heard about her a few times from Masaki, and they seem to play together often.
Masaki-kun always invites Amy-chan to play with him whenever she's alone. Masaki-kun is so kind.
Masaki and Aimi hold hands as they walk toward the shoe locker, so we end up walking together too.
What's with that caretaker lady? There's no way our kid would be alone.
It's not good to twist things like that.
What? You're still the same with your condescending attitude. Breaking up was the right choice.
What are you talking about? If I remember right, we broke up because of your affair.
What are you talking about? I think you're mistaken. By the way, I heard there's a single dad here. Could it be you?
Yeah? So what?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Oh, but I guess that makes sense, huh?
She laughs so hard at my words, and I can feel unpleasant memories from back then come flooding back.
So, you think a man with a divorce history is problematic? Makes sense, huh?
Hey, that's prejudice. You should stop thinking like that.
Oh, Mom, it's not nice to be mean. I wasn't being mean.
Aimi-chan speaks up cautiously. She seems a bit hesitant, but she must have gathered the courage to say it. Is she scared of her mom? I have to step in here. It's okay, Aimi-chan. Thanks for always being such good friends with Masaki.
What? Masaki-kun is kind. I like him.
Yeah, thanks. Uncle's happy too. I make eye contact, zip up her jacket, and she gives me a cute smile. Huh? By the way, Aimi-chan, where's Masaki? Auntie! I'm giving you this! Aimi-chan and I got a worm!
Ah! Don't bring it over here!
The worm will clean the soil! Maybe it will even clean you, Auntie!
No! Get it away!
Masaki... Oh, stop it. Aimi-chan, bye-bye! Masaki and Aimi wave at each other. Despite any hard feelings between the parents, it doesn't affect them. Make sure to play a lot with Aimi-chan tomorrow too. Yeah! Oh, Dad! The teacher said we'll get a notification about the Christmas party on the smartphone! In the past, we used paper notifications from the daycare, but now they've introduced a system called Kids View. I can check daycare updates on my phone anytime, which is helpful since I'm always busy. 20th, huh? Okay, I'll adjust my work so I can make it. Really? Yay! I'm looking forward to it! Parent observation isn't something that happens very often, so I try to prioritize it when I can. It's probably one of the last ones. Masaki is starting elementary school next spring. The daycare events are gradually coming to an end. I grasp Masaki's warm hand, savoring the time I have left with him before it flies by.
Good morning, Department Head Yomiya. It's cold today, isn't it?
She's Matsuri Fujigami, a capable employee who supports me. Good morning, Fujigami. It's really cold indeed. I feel like I'm getting more sensitive to the cold each year.
Well, for a department head who's becoming a grandpa, here's something to help you warm up.
She laughs while pouring hot green tea. I didn't say I'm a grandpa. Thanks, Fujigami.
This is a knitting book, right? Do you like it, Department Head?
No, I've never done it before, but it's for my son's Christmas gift.
That's nice. What are you making?
I'm making gloves.
Gloves? Isn't that a bit advanced for a beginner?
Yeah, it is, but I thought it would be nice. This Christmas, I want it to be special.
No.
Matsuri briefly looks like she's going to cry at my words. I think of changing the subject, but...
I'm good at knitting. If you'd like, I'd love to help make this special Christmas even more special. I'm grateful to you, Department Head. I wouldn't have reached the position of section chief without your support.
Matsuri's confident now, but when she first joined the company, she was a bit different.
I used to think I wasn't good enough because I was a woman, and I couldn't raise my hand for the jobs I wanted. But you helped me. You showed me that women can advance in their careers too. Because of that, I want to do anything I can to support you.
After meeting people like Masako and Matsuri, I realized that, in this company, both women and men can challenge themselves if they have the ambition. Seeing Matsuri's bright smile made me realize that what I've done wasn't wrong. Time seems to fly by. Maybe it's because it's December, or maybe for another reason. As I think about it, the 20th comes around quickly, and it's the day of the Christmas party. Since each family can bring up to 2 people, many families come with both parents. Hey, Dad, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Let's have fun today, Masaki. Yeah, I'm good at crafts, so leave it to me. I'll go talk to my friends for a bit. Masaki happily heads to his friends. Today, the parents and children will make Christmas wreath together.
Oh, you came alone again, Haruki-kun.
Hello, Yamada-san. Since that time, I keep running into Asami during the pickup times. Every time we meet, she mocks me, and I wonder how she never gets tired of it. I'm getting tired of dealing with it, but I have to endure it for Aimi-chan's sake, so I keep quiet.
It must be lonely without your wife on Christmas, huh? Someone like you probably won't find a new spouse, right?
I've told you countless times, don't talk like that in front of the kids.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, isn't it? You can't even maintain your fatherly dignity.
My dignity doesn't matter. I'm telling you not to hurt the kids.
But it's okay to hurt your wife and get a divorce?
Hey, old lady! Stop saying bad things about my dad all the time! Masaki, who was supposed to be with his friends, immediately returns, sensing the situation.
Masaki-kun, shouldn't you call me Amy-chan's mom instead of old lady?
No, I like Aimi-chan, but I don't like you, the old lady who bullies my dad. I hate people who say bad things about my dad and mom. I hate them all. Masaki. Hey, Asami, what's going on?
Hey!
Aimi's father arrives. He had been talking to a daycare teacher in the staff room and seems to have come late. Yamada quickly bows and greets me with a smile, while Asami is nervous. Yoimiya-san, your child is attending here. Yeah, I didn't expect Aimi-chan's father to be you, Mr. Yamada. When he notices me, Aimi-chan's father quickly bows. It turns out that until recently, Aimi-chan's grandmother had been doing the drop-offs and pickups, so I had never run into them before. By the way, did my wife say anything rude?
Wait a minute. Do you know him?
This is someone important from the client company who's been really helpful with my work.
Huh?
Oh, please stop calling me important. I'm just a humble department head. Don't be so modest. I'm grateful to you. Our company has grown so much thanks to you, Yoimiya-san. So, I'm actually familiar with Mr. Yamada as a business associate. Yoimiya-san is particularly outstanding at love koi trading. He became the youngest department head in the company's history. He is great at his job and has a great personality. He is the ideal I look up to.
That sounds a bit exaggerated.
Not exaggerating. Yoimiya-san, sorry. Actually, I remarried her. Remarried? Asami looks awkwardly and turns her face away. It seems Mr. Yamada was once a single dad, just like me. Oh, I see. I've been told by her that people with a divorce history are problematic. What did you say? Asami, what did you do? Mr. Yamada, please calm down. I'm fine. The discussions between the couple can happen after this meeting. We have the kids with us. The parents around them started whispering, and Asami shrank into herself, not speaking a word during the Christmas party. She just stared into space throughout the event. Well, the Christmas party is over, and a few days later, it's Christmas Eve. I was working as usual, and by chance, I ran into Mr. Yamada. After that, I talked to Asami and had her explain everything. I'm really sorry. After finishing the work discussion, Mr. Yamada apologized to me. She says she's been stressed out because she couldn't get along with Aimi, and it seems like she had complaints about me too. She probably made a sarcastic comment about people with divorce histories as a jab at me. I told her not to make assumptions, as every family has its own reasons. Of course, I also made it clear that there is not a single issue with you, Mr. Yoimiya. Thank you for your consideration. I look forward to continuing to work with you. After that, Asami was served with divorce papers. She had been mocking me, and she kept making remarks that disregarded Aimi-chan's feelings. Aimi-chan also said, I can't think of her as my mom, and Asami ended up losing her family. The next day, I took the day off from work, and Masaki stayed home from daycare. We spent the entire day together for Christmas. I feel guilty taking 2 paid days off during the busy end of the year, but...
Department head, men can take leave for family reasons too.
Fujigami and the other staff encouraged me. Maybe I should bring snacks for the department tomorrow. Merry Christmas! Me and Masaki sat together in front of the Christmas cake. This is our 6th Christmas together. It may not be many, but every Christmas has become an unforgettable memory for me. Dad, the food is delicious! It's even fancier than last year! Yeah, I worked hard this year, Masaki. Thanks for helping me. Watching Masaki help with the food, I can't help but feel emotional about how much he's grown. The meal is done, and it's 8 p.m. Masaki eagerly watches out the window, waiting for the snow to start falling. Alright, Masaki, let's go. Yeah! Masaki, smiling, starts preparing. I watch kindly as Masaki now dresses himself without needing help. Whoa! It's beautiful! So bright! I guess it's that age when just going out at night feels exciting. Whoa! It's so bright even at night! It's such a fun night, Masaki! Masaki's hand in mine is warm. For me, who's sensitive to cold, it feels more comfortable than a hand warmer. It's about time. Masaki, here. This is your Christmas present from Dad. I pull out the handmade gloves I had been holding in my pocket. With Fujigami's advice during breaks at work, I had made the gloves, though they turned out to be a bit misshaped. Thanks! You made these, right, Dad? Huh? How did you know? I saw you making them even after I went to sleep. You always do so much for me, even though you're busy. I've been watching you. Thanks, Dad. You're a fool. That's just what dads do. I gently put the gloves on Masaki's small hand, savoring every word he says. Did you hold it in your pocket? It's warm. I treasure every word, keeping it in my heart. Then I point towards the station. Masaki, look, over there. Huh? Mom, I see her! It's Masaki's mom, my ex-wife, Masako. On that day, 3 years ago, when we decided to divorce, I made a promise to her. Promise me, once the big job overseas is done and you've moved up, come back and pick up Masaki.
Of course. He needs a mom. I'll work hard to get promoted. Please take care of Masaki until then.
I had decided to divorce to give her an environment where she could be promoted more easily. Starting next term, I will go on a long-term assignment overseas, and Masaki will live with Masako. Mom!
Masaki! You've grown up. Haruki, thank you for respecting my feelings. Thanks to you, I've been promoted to department head.
You worked hard. If you're going to thank someone, it should be Masaki. We were able to choose this path because of Masaki.
Yes, Masaki. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I really love Dad and Mom, who work so hard. Masaki's pure words make me feel comforted. Maybe parents are raised by their children. Spend a lot of time with Masaki and hug him. Good work.
Thank you. Truly thank you.
I feel Masako's gratitude deeply as she bows, and it's enough for me to know. Dad! Masaki, what's wrong? Here, I want to give it to you. This is a handmade Christmas wreath. It's the one Masaki and I made together at the Christmas party. Huh? Wasn't this supposed to be for Mom? No, I decided to give it to you, Dad. I'll make another one for Mom later. Masaki, thank you. I'm sorry, we'll be apart for a while, but you can always contact me, okay? Yeah, it's a promise, okay? When did you get so strong? I shook Masaki's grown-up hand and felt the warmth of it, as if engraving it in my heart. Dad! Mom! It's snow! The white snowflakes were gently falling. It was the snow that Masaki had been eagerly waiting for. It really is. I hope it piles up, Masaki. The face that had been so happy talking about making a snow fort when it piles up was burnt into the back of my eyelids.
Well then, let's go.
Yeah! Dad! Let's go look at the lights again! Right. Next time, let's go see it as a family of 3. We didn't divorce because our love faded. It was because I wanted to respect my wife's wishes. To help my beloved wife get promoted, she needed to have the title of single, and the fact that she wasn't raising children. And so, we spent this Christmas together, as a complete family, after 3 years. A year passed. I returned from my overseas assignment, and we were spending Christmas as a family of 3 again this year. Dad! Mom! Here's my Christmas present for you! I made it at school! Masako and I shared the same thought. We want to keep Masaki's struggles and loneliness to a minimum. On paper, Masako and I are no longer a couple, but the fact that we are family hasn't changed.
Hey, Haruki? When I heard that you're supporting women's career advancement at your company, I was so happy. I want to change the trend where women with children can't get promoted too.
I've heard that in Masako's company, it's especially difficult for women with children to get promoted. Masako is determined to lead the way and change the situation. You can do it, Masako. I'm rooting for you. I knew it! My parents are so cool! You're my pride! In Japan today, it's still difficult for women with children to build a career. That's why I chose divorce. But even now, I wonder, did my choice mean I neglected Masaki, even though I had his consent? However, I also think that this path was the best and shortest for my wife to succeed in both work and family. Will there ever come a day when people won't have to make choices like ours? A day when we can remain a married couple on paper, and women can aim for career advancement just like men. Yeah, actually, I have to work even on New Year's. You know, it's tough for someone who doesn't work for a big company, huh? I'm on a long weekend. Sorry.
Taichi-san, Ryo-san, welcome. What are you doing, Soya?
Department head? Soya's boss shows up, and his face immediately turns pale. Are these your clients?
These are Taichi-san and Ryo-san, who will be doing training today.
After the principal's words of praise, applause rang out through the gymnasium. I, Taichi Kawai, have always been proactive when it comes to academics, which might be why I was occasionally recognized at school and stood out more than other students. Most of my friends accepted me positively, but there were some students who didn't think highly of me. Don't get cocky just because you're good at studying. Soya Kawai, who went to the same elementary school, has always been at odds with me. By the way, you might have guessed from the last name, but Soya is my cousin, 1 year younger than me. I'm not getting cocky. Oh, by the way, I'm going to the library to do some research. Wanna come with me, Soya? Who would go with you? Despite living near each other, I never seemed to get along with Soya. And we ended up growing apart after I graduated from elementary school. The main reason we lost touch was that I took the entrance exam for junior high, while Soya went to the public school in our district. 20 years passed. I studied business management in college, and even studied abroad. Now at 32, I work at HR Training Co., a company focused on human resource development. Happy New Year, Dad, Mom! I look forward to another great year!
You're working on New Year's Day? You've been busy, haven't you? I don't want you to overdo it. but it makes me happy to see you so lively at work.
Every year, there's a request for training during the first 3 days of the year, so I had to work this year. I'm taking my long weekend after, so I'm good. Thanks for always supporting me. Since college, I've been interested in human resource development, which led me to decide to join the current company. My parents have always supported me warmly, and because of that, I've been able to keep moving toward my dreams. I'm really glad you're my parents. Well then, I'm off. I was living alone near my parents' house, and after greeting them for New Year's, I was planning to go to work. When I went out to the front door, I met my uncle's family, who had come to my parents' house for New Year's greetings.
Oh, Taichi! Happy New Year! Is that your work outfit? Are you working today too?
Yeah, actually, I have to work even on New Year's. You know, it's tough for someone who doesn't work for a big company, huh? I'm on a long weekend, sorry. Soya Kawaii said this with a cheerful look, completely indifferent to the situation. It was around 9 years ago that I started meeting him again after losing touch for a long time. He came to me with an overly happy face, saying he had gotten an offer from the big company, Shibuya Co., and tried to rub it in. Work on New Year's? I bet it's not even a big deal, right? You went to a good university, studied abroad, but it's such a waste of money. What are you saying? Taichi is a section chief, and we're grateful for how much he helps us with his salary.
You shouldn't mock people who work on national holidays. It's because of people like Taichi that we can live comfortably. And by the way, Taichi works at...
Yeah. Thanks for working hard for us, the upper class, Taichi. By the way, I just got promoted to section chief too, so if we are talking rank, I'm above you, Taichi. Hey, where are you going, Soya? I'm leaving. I've already achieved my goal. Soya's goal was to look down on me. Without greeting my parents, he left without saying anything. There's no such thing as upper or lower class for people. It's pitiful that he doesn't even understand what my aunt just said. Sorry, Taichi. Soya's always been rude to you.
Our education must have been bad. We really apologize.
No, uncle and aunt. It's not your fault. I always appreciated how you stood up for me. Ever since we were kids, uncle and aunt always warned Soya about his excessive behavior. And they apologized to me while having him apologize as well. If he still hasn't changed despite that, there might be no hope for him anymore. Uncle and aunt are complaining, and I smile wryly. I told him to come by to meet mom and dad. After that, I went to work.
Good morning, Section Chief Kawaii.
Good morning, Rio. She's Rio Matsuyuki, my subordinate, 4 years younger than me. We're scheduled to do training together with a client during the New Year's break. By the way, Dio and I are the only ones working. The other employees are on vacation. I'm sorry, you were supposed to be off too.
No, I didn't have any plans, so it's fine. Also, when we finish this job and head into the long weekend, you'll go with me to the New Year's shrine visit, right?
Rio is also on a long weekend after the New Year's and hopes to go to the shrine with me after this job. Yeah, I promised. But is that really enough as thanks?
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to it, so I'll work hard.
Rio smiles happily. Her expression is so cute that my heart skips a beat. Well then, let's get going. Did you memorize the materials and schedule for the training?
Yes, it's all set.
I forced myself to switch into work mode, and I headed to the client, Love Koiko, with Rio. Are you nervous? As we walk through the office district, I notice Rio's pace slowing down as we get closer to the client's office.
Yeah, that's right. Even though you're the main person in charge, I'm still not sure if I can handle it.
Dio had been in the planning department since she joined as a new graduate, but she transferred to the training department a few months ago. She's not used to visiting companies, so she must be feeling anxious. Don't worry, you were chosen as the section chief because you created many excellent training programs in the planning department. It's because you understood the client's needs and always worked hard to create valuable training for them. Your efforts will definitely pay off in these 3 days, and the employees of Love Koi will see it too.
Thank you.
Perhaps because of that conversation, Dio seemed to relax.
Yes, this type classification can serve as one indicator for how to approach other employees. For example, supporter types tend to accept requests even when they can't handle them, so it's better to check in on them regularly to make sure they're not overwhelmed. Controller types, on the other hand, prefer to be left to handle requests without interference. Of course, these are just tendencies, and if we make assumptions based on them, we might end up failing to communicate effectively.
She answered questions fluently from the participants, and over the course of these 3 days, her work had been that of a full-fledged instructor.
As usual, I'm grateful that you came to us during the New Year's break. It's difficult to gather all the employees for training, and I'm really sorry about that.
No, thank you for always requesting training from our company.
You have such motivated employees, and it really inspires us to do our best.
After the training during the New Year's break, the CEO of Love Koi praised us, and we were very grateful.
We'll be relying on HR training this year as well, so please continue to support us.
Meanwhile, Soya was... As a section chief, it's all about how you push your subordinates to work, you know? The key is the ability to make the unethical things look normal. That's what's important. This is the best, being able to enjoy yourself while earning more than regular employees. If you become a manager, it's like heaven. He proudly boasted about his wildly misguided ideas of management at a hostess club, making the hostesses snicker. A few days later, Dio and I had taken a slightly later New Year's break.
This shrine also had a big food stand during the first 3 days of the new year, but it seems like they've packed up already.
Yeah, compared to the lively New Year's visit, this scene feels a bit lonely. Noticing how down Rio seemed, I suggested with a wry smile, "There is a Japanese-style cafe nearby. Since we are done with the visit, would you like to stop by?"
Wow, this is amazing, so cute.
We went into the Japanese-style cafe, Tsukiote, and ordered matcha lattes with 3D latte art that Rio was excited about. I was happy that Rio was feeling better, but... did I really need to order this too? Facing the overly cute drink, I, at the age of being called an older man by kids, felt a bit embarrassed. What's wrong? You think this kind of drink doesn't suit me?
No, that's not it. I'm just happy that you're doing so much for me, Section Chief Kawai. Thank you.
Well, it's a thank you for you working on New Year's Day. I couldn't just let you leave feeling down, could I?
That's part of it, but you've also helped me a lot when I joined the training department. I got promoted to section chief in the planning department, and while I stayed in the same position, I transferred to the training department. I wasn't experienced at actually conducting training, and I struggled with whether I should give up my position and go back to being a regular employee to learn from scratch. At that time, you told me you should have more confidence. And those words really saved me.
I thought you could become a great instructor because of all your hard work up until now. Just like people have different approaches, every company needs tailored training programs. The programs she plans are made in such a way that they perfectly meet the needs of each company. And even as someone conducting the training, I've learned so many effective methods from them. I've always dreamed of this job, so I've been studying hard for it. Even after starting work, I've kept reading papers and thinking about what kind of training would be effective. Even so, seeing the programs you've created, I realized that I still have a lot to learn. At the same time, I thought that together with you, we could aim for even greater heights. And now, Dio, you've grown to the point where you could stand alone as an instructor. So, I would be happy if you could continue supporting us in the training department.
Yes, of course. There's still so much I can learn from you, Section Chief Kawaii. Please teach me many things.
Yeah, I'll do whatever I can. And so, with renewed determination, we approached the work after the new year. A few months later, I was visiting a client with a heavy heart because I can't believe I'm doing a training session at Soya's company. I got my first training request from Shibuya-ko. Apparently, there was word of mouth, and they eagerly requested our help. I hope nothing troublesome comes out of this.
Are you okay, Section Chief Kawaii? You've been looking troubled for a while now.
Sorry. It's just that my cousin, who I've never gotten along with, works at this company. I was briefly explaining the situation to Ryo, who was accompanying me for the training session, when... Oh, Taichi? What are you doing here? Soya, the source of today's worry, has appeared. Our company isn't a place where people like you, who don't even have New Year's break, should be here. Weren't you from that something training company? You probably just sell learning materials or exercise equipment, right? Go home. Soya seems to be misunderstanding something. Just as I open my mouth to correct him...
Taichi-san, Ryo-san, welcome. What are you doing, Soya?
Department head? Soya's boss shows up, and his face immediately turns pale. Are these your clients?
These are Taichi-san and Ryo-san, who will be doing training today.
What?
What's with that reaction? You didn't disrespect them, did you?
Well, that's... No, it's just that he said some unpleasant things about the company we work for.
He told us, go home, and that's about it. Well, what a thing to say! HR training is a specialist in training human resources for many major companies. Even the globally expanding major company Love Koi is one of their clients.
Huh? Yes, the company we visited during New Year's, Love Koi, is a globally famous corporation. When training employees at overseas locations, it's quite difficult to coordinate schedules. So every year they gather volunteers to conduct training during the New Year's holiday.
Especially since Taichi-san has experience studying management abroad, the quality of the training is excellent. That's why we specifically requested HR training to send him. Soya, what were you thinking?
Damn, I didn't know Taichi was such an amazing guy. No, department head. He and I are cousins. Yes, that's true. But as professionals, we need to show respect.
You're right. I apologize for the discomfort caused by our employee.
Oh no, if you understand, that's enough for me. The training is about to start, so let's head to the venue. After the training at Shibuya-ko was successfully completed, Dio and I stepped outside the company. Heh, don't get cocky just because you can do a little work. Soya's voice calling out to me with the same tone he used back in elementary school made me feel thoroughly exasperated. Mr. Soya Kawaii, despite everything that happened earlier, it seems you haven't learned anything. Shut up! No matter how good you're at work, the prestige of my company is still higher than yours. I don't think the place we work should determine our worth, but may I ask you something? The training we conducted today was for management-level employees. But I wonder why you didn't attend. On New Year's Day, Soya, you said you were promoted to section chief. Soya seemed clearly flustered at my observation. Well, it's because... As a rule, all management-level employees were supposed to attend, and that's what we were told. So, when we saw that you weren't at the venue, we asked your superior about it. Mr. Soya Kawaii, it seems you've never been promoted since joining the company.
From what I understand, it looks like you lied to our Taichi Kawaii saying that you're a manager. Weren't you perhaps jealous of Taichi, who's both a section chief and skilled at his job?
What?
There are countless types of people in this world, each with their own characteristics. Perhaps you have something outstanding about you as well. But I think that's very different from the status you get by competing with others. Because honestly, I can only see that kind of status as worthless.
Soya didn't respond, only glaring at Rio with frustration. I let out a deep sigh internally, discarding the business persona. Soya, I don't care what you think about me or why you lied, but I do want to say one thing. As my aunt said, you shouldn't look down on people who don't work according to normal schedules. I've seen plenty of people who work during public holidays because of my job. They all work hard to satisfy their customers, making sure nothing goes wrong. Among them might be the employees who provide the services you casually use on holidays, or engineers maintaining servers used by your company. You have no right to mock their efforts by calling them employees with no New Year's holidays. You've been in the workforce for years now, and it's about time you stop thinking like a student and adjust your attitude.
Yeah, if you don't, you might end up alienating your company's clients.
Ugh. Soya didn't say anything more, leaving the scene. I and Dio headed back to the office. It seemed that our warning came too late. Soya had once talked about me in front of a client, boasting, "You know, I think only incompetent people work at companies that don't have New Year's breaks." He proudly said this, but it turned out that one of the client's affiliate companies had irregular holidays, so they complained. As a result, Soya was treated as a sidelined employee. Unable to accept this, or perhaps driven by ambition, Soya kept trying to take credit for his colleagues' work, only to be reported to his superiors every time, and then fired? His remarks toward us, combined with the second time he offended his client, led to him being fired. Despite receiving several disciplinary actions, his behavior didn't improve, and eventually, Soya was forced to leave Shibuya Co. Damn it! This company has a 2-day weekend, but I heard they have irregular holidays. I don't want to work here. I was hired by Shibuya Co., so I should be able to get a better job somewhere else with better conditions. I've said it before, but you shouldn't look down on people just because their work schedule doesn't follow the majority's calendar. Unable to understand this, Soya continued to be picky about his job opportunities, and he ended up without a new job. By the way, when my aunt and uncle found out about his dismissal, they were furious, and now Soya has to pay back money by the deadline. Meanwhile, Rio and I continued our work as training instructors, and privately, I confessed to her, and our relationship progressed. This year, during the first 3 days of New Year, the training for Love Koiko was handled by other employees, so both Rio and I were off.
Happy New Year. I look forward to working with you this year.
Dio and my parents get along well. I never imagined Daichi would have such a wonderful partner. They were so moved. Though it's late, thank you, Mom and Dad, as always. Because you've always believed in and respected me, I could work with no hesitation and take the job I have now. Thanks to you both, I can live with energy in my current job, and I also met Rio. I'd rather live a life where I show gratitude to everyone around me, rather than competing and seeing others as enemies. In the end, happiness is subjective, and comparing it to others won't change anything.
Daichi-san, let's have some sweet sake. Sweet sake.
I'm really glad I could see the smile this year. The words Happy New Year exist to celebrate others. So today, let's celebrate the fact that we've welcomed the new year with our precious people.